Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking empties, declutters, and new makeup in. So it's April, at the very end of April. Tomorrow is May 1st. Forgot what month it was already. I don't have a ton, but I'm happy with what I have. And my no-buy, my first quarter no-buy, was up at the beginning of April. And I did indulge a bit, and I bought some new makeup, but I am hopefully starting May 1st back on a no-buy, because I don't need to. And truly, the things that I picked up were just like retail therapy, made me happy. And I'll go over some of that newer makeup in. So, without further ado, let's start talking about empties. We'll do skincare first. I actually have more skincare than anything. CeraVe Cleansing Balm. Love this stuff. I would absolutely repurchase. I think it's a really good cleansing balm. I like the way it emulsifies, and it is a very good first cleanse. The Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. This one was just okay. I liked the other one that I had from them, which I still have the jar, which was the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. That one's worth your money. They're like $65. This one, not so worth it. I liked it, it was nice, but the other one just felt way more nourishing than that one. So, that's that. The Cocoa Kind Ceramide Barrier Serum. This stuff is a game changer for me. I feel like with all of the skin problems that I have sometimes, and overusing acids like I am wont to do, this has really helped my skin really rebound and bounce back and is stronger. I can feel that it's stronger. So this is a holy grail. I will always have this. I had a new bottle already as a backup. So I will always have this on hand. I will never be without. I use it almost every day. Oh, and then one more Youth to the People product. This was the Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. This lasted a long time. I would use this like maybe once a week, if that. As long as I didn't have any real active breakouts or anything, because it's kind of abrasive. It's the Instant Microdermabrasion Enzyme Treatment. I would use this in the shower. I love this. I would absolutely repurchase this. And that was all my skincare that I used up in the month of April. I also used up this Coconut Miracle Oil Dry Shampoo. I'm not a big dry shampoo user, but I do like the OGX brand. I also have their texture spray, which is like one of my favorite texture sprays. So as far as dry shampoo goes, it's decent. I really like it. I'm not married to it. And if I found another dry shampoo that had good reviews and stuff, I would definitely give it a try. But I would repurchase because I did like it. The dry shampoo I am currently using is, I do like better, but I don't always find it everywhere. And it's like Collab Dry Sleeping Shampoo. You put it on overnight, and I think that stuff is the bomb. But this stuff, also very good, would repurchase. And then one more makeup empty, and that is sadly the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have the shade Mont Blanc. It is probably the perfect shade for me. This is the best foundation ever. I am having a really hard time not repurchasing it because I absolutely want to. But I have currently like 5 foundations in rotation. And I just can't, I don't need this. I will repurchase it because I do think I want to always have this, but I really need to cycle through some of my other foundations before I start adding more, because it's too much for one person. Nobody needs 5 foundations at one time. Hence the no buy. So I almost bought this during the Sephora sale, as well as some other skincare stuff I thought I would stock up on during the sale. But I was just like, I still have so much skincare. I still have so much makeup. I don't need to replace anything. I just need to use what I have. So, talked myself out of it, even though I love it so much. But one day, I don't know how long it'll take me to get through 3 or 4 more foundations before I feel like I can buy another foundation. So until then, I will miss it. It was so good. So those were the empties for the month. And then I did do not a big declutter, but I pulled the plug on some things. This Kaja Bento eyeshadow, Beauty Bento and Poppy Champagne. I like it, and I did use it quite a bit, but I just feel like I don't gravitate towards these colors, number one. And mostly just that. I have palettes that have similar shades in them, similar shimmers, so it's just not something that I reach for enough. And when I travel, it's not the color scheme I go for. Whereas in traveling, even though these are all shimmers, like this one, this is the Toasted Caramel, and this is, all 3 of these colors are shimmers. But if I take like the Visart Neutral Matte palette with me, and then this, that, like, I'm done. I'm good to go. These will go with all of those matte shades. This orange one is just not it. I don't know. I really liked it when I had it, and I do like using it, but it just doesn't get the use that it should. So MAC Sumptuous Olive, let me tell you what, I've had this longer than I could imagine. I've probably had this for 6 or 7 years. It's one of my favorite shades, but again, between the Avocado Toast palette, between Melt Gemini, Natasha Denona Gold palette, I have enough greens that I don't pull just one green enough. So I'm going to declutter it and try and pass it on to somebody who might like it. Same with this one, Edwin Barrow, New Cool Single Shadow. Same reason as the other ones. I have a lot of similar shades in palettes that I will use, and I don't ever think to pull a single shadow in and of itself. So hopefully it will find a new home. This foundation stick, I actually have 2 of these. Not 2, well, I did. This is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in F2, and the other one I have is F3, because I really just wasn't sure which one would match me, and they were like super on sale. I think I got this for like $5 or $6. So I was like, I can buy 2 of these, and if one doesn't work out. And it's not too far off. The other one just matches better. So it is very nice, though. I would recommend this foundation stick. Again, I just only need the one, and this one wasn't quite close enough of a match. Sorry, my husband. Anyway, I am also decluttering this Chili Mango Fenty stick, Fenty Matchsticks in Chili Mango. I just don't reach for it. It's really dry. It's hard to blend. I don't remember if it was dry to begin with, or I've just had it for so long that it's just not fresh anymore, but it's just not a color that I reach for. You'll see a theme here. Orange, not for me. Really good for monochromatic looks, but again, I don't do a lot of orange monochromatic looks. This Color Riche lipstick from L'Oreal in the shade Organza. I just don't like it. It's like frosty, and I don't know. I don't know what I thought when I grabbed this and why I thought I would like it, but I don't. So I'm decluttering that. And then the last declutter is this Aether Beauty palette. This is the Moonlight Crystal palette, which is very pretty. But I have a video coming up and you'll see it's so difficult to use. The colors do not build. I cannot blend them. They pack no punch. And I got this at TJ Maxx, I think, last year. And I want to say it was like 10 bucks. And I see people make beautiful looks with this palette and with Aether Beauty in general. So I don't know if this was just like a bad one, if, you know, just was a bad batch or whatever. But I just have the hardest time. I struggle so much. And at this point, I have other purple palettes that I like better, that I don't have to fuss with so hard and you know, use so much effort to make work. So I am going to be decluttering this. I might try to do like a destruction video because that could just be fun. But so those were all of my empties and declutters. Give me a second to reset. All right, and in the new, actually, I'm going to take this off. I feel like it's squeezing my head. change. So in the new to me makeup, so again, first 3 months of the year, I was on a no buy. Did I stick to that no buy 100%? No, I did not. But overall in that 3 months, I felt really good about my spending and my makeup consumption. But in the month of April, I did a little retail therapy. I've added some things in, not necessarily because I needed it, but because I knew it would make me feel good and feel better. And some of it was a need, so only one of them was really a need. Yeah, so I have been using, which is on its, this should technically be an empty, but this is the Lash Paradise mascara. I love it, one of my favorites. I repurchase it all the time because it's such a good one. But it is time for it to go. I'll probably go through the next month with it and see how far I can get. It's kind of getting dry. But I repurchased the e.l.f. What's this called? Oh, Big Mood mascara, which I really, really like. So I've used it before. And then that should have been it. I didn't need to buy any more mascaras. But then I saw on Instagram, username Sophie Hannah. She does a lot of like hair videos and stuff, hair tutorials. Dyes her hair really cool colors. And looks like Sabrina Spellman from the New Adventures of Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. And she used the Maybelline the Falsies Surreal, and it looked so good on her. And so I had to buy it. And I actually looked high and low for this. It took me a long time to find this. I went to Target. I went to, where did I end up finding it? I think I maybe found it at Target. But I went to CVS, I went to Walgreens, I went to H-E-B, 2 different H-E-Bs, and no one ever had these. And I was like, maybe it's just a UK thing because she's not American. But then I found it. And it's really nice. It is not as good on my lashes as it was hers. It actually looks more natural than it does Falsies, but it doesn't clump. It's pretty long wearing, and it does pretty nicely volumize and lengthen my lashes, so would recommend. That is new to me. Then I also picked up this Milani Skin Quench Hydrating Primer, only because of, as I've been using the tretinoin, I just needed more hydration throughout the day, and my skincare doesn't always quite cut it, so I like to use this and then double up with one of my pore primers, like the REM Beauty or the No Problem, this Touch to Soul. So, was necessary. I didn't absolutely need it, but it has helped with my makeup. I was influenced on Instagram by Marissa with her, she had the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Creams. And I can't remember what shade she has, but I remember swatching it and being like, I have a lot of colors that are already like that, so I didn't need it. But I still picked up 3 of them, and here's only 2 because I don't know where the other one is. I think it's in my purse. But this is the shade Fuzzy Slippers, and this is the shade Chocolate Mousse, which the Chocolate Mousse one was unnecessary because I have shades similar enough to it. The Perfect Diary lipsticks that I got in through Skeepers would be very similar. But there they are swatched. I just really like the texture, and they wear very nicely. They're not drying. They are very moussey. Would recommend. And I did not need any more lip products, but here we are. And then lastly, in the new to me realm of makeup, I went to TJ Maxx on Friday. Again, just about of retail therapy. I just wanted to browse and see what they had. I also got some stuff for like my office and everything, so it wasn't just for makeup, but you know, when in Rome. So I bought 3 palettes, and I spent $33 on them. And the Glamlight Frosted Flakes one, I'm not a fan of like Frosted Flakes or anything, but I am a fan of Glamlight, and this is what it looks like. Has the oranges in there, which are not my fave, as I just decluttered 2 orange things, but the blues are beautiful, that gold is beautiful, and the neutrals are nice. So this was $10. I don't actually know how much it really is, but I bought it for $10. And also, when it comes to TJ Maxx, you know, people put their grubby hands on things. There's, you know, lots of palettes that are shattered. All 3 of the palettes that I bought were packaged completely, like had tape on them. So they hadn't been opened. No fingers had touched them. So I felt really good about buying them. This BH Cosmetic Belgian Waffle bronzer and highlight palette, this was $3. $3. I could not say no. I only have one bronzer, so I actually feel good about the bronzers, and the highlights are beautiful. I wore this one yesterday and pretty impressed by it. So that one. And then again, didn't necessarily need, and I'm actually thinking of this from more of a collector's standpoint, but I got the ABH Norvina Volume 2 palette, and it looks like this. It's pretty. It's very pretty. So I now have Norvina Volume 3, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So 2, 3, which looks like that, very bright. 5 is my perfect purple palette. And 6 is the grungy rainbow. So, and that one was $20. So I think I bought these ones. These were over $60 when I bought them. This one was gifted to me, so I think it was a pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. So again, not necessary. I shouldn't be buying makeup, but it definitely made my heart happy. So retail therapy, it works. Therapy dupe. But that is it. That is the extent of my new makeup, emptied makeup, and decluttered makeup for the month of April. So we will see you hopefully soon with other videos, but another round of empties at the end of May. Have a great, wonderful day, evening, week, and month, since we're heading into a new one, and I will see you later.